Hello my dear friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Barbara, and today we're going to be looking at the Taurus moon. So this video is for you if you do have this placement. If you're a cross watcher, welcome as well. Very excited to be getting into the moon sign series because the moon sign deals with our inner world. It's all about who we truly are on an emotional level, whether we show it to the world or not. It also deals with the mother, so the type of mother the soul may have wanted to have when they incarnated versus what they actually ended up getting. And sometimes it's going to give us insight as to what past lives you may have had. So for the Taurus moon, for you guys, it's all about security, stability, and safety. That's what you guys are craving on an emotional level. So for you guys, it's like you're not really, like you're going to be the type that's going to be okay with sacrificing love and intense passion in a dynamic to be safe and secure and stable. Because what tends to happen with the Taurus moon is growing up. So I'm already kind of getting into the family roles here, but what happens with you guys is when you guys are growing up, there's a huge focus on some form of stability or a huge focus on money or a huge focus on wealth. Maybe some of you guys were born into these types of families, or maybe there was some sort of lack of money and there was a focus on that. So in turn, the Taurus moon child then learns that within their life, safety and security does mean having a lot of things, a lot of material things. You guys love luxury, okay? So that's the huge thing with the Taurus moon is like you guys love name brands or brand names. You guys love to, just have like luxurious like vacations and be taken out to luxurious places. You guys love experiences like with Taurus energy. What I always see is like, roses on the bed and chocolate covered strawberries. Like this is the type of energy you guys seek, especially when it comes to a partner. But the thing is with the Taurus moon is like, you guys are really able to separate sex and emotions, okay? So this is a huge thing because Taurus bounces off of Scorpio. So what I've been saying in the moon sign series is a lot of the time, first of all, we bounce off of our opposition, but we're also meant to learn from our opposition. So you guys might have a high sex drive or just be highly sexual in general, and you guys are actually really good at separating the emotional world from the physical world. But what really happens with the Taurus moon is like on an emotional level, you guys are craving this, okay? You guys are craving to be seen emotionally on an emotional level, but it's just like the Taurus moon child was never able to learn how to express themselves through their emotions because of the fact that there was a huge focus on material wealth and material gains. So things like, like gift giving could be a huge love language for you guys where it's like you show your love through giving something or through a gift, or even receiving that from another person could be really important for you, okay? Receiving some sort of gift. Like I mentioned, anything luxurious, okay? I wouldn't put it past the Taurus moon to be like, I, want a luxurious vacation as my gift. These types of things, right? Because for you guys, it basically means the other person loves and cares for you. So what's interesting with the Taurus moon energy is like, because you guys are associated with Scorpio, like you guys bounce off of that energy. It's like you guys are loyal, but because of the fact that, again, it's really difficult for you guys to merge these worlds together, sexual and emotional, I wouldn't put it past the Taurus moon to eventually go emotionally seek out validation from another person, okay, in terms of like leaving their committed relationship to get emotional gains elsewhere, right? Or just be seen in that way. So that's something you guys just have to work on throughout your life, okay? Where it's like you guys have to learn how to merge the worlds together, be able to merge the emotional world and the sexual world into one to be able to have that, let's say, in a partnership, if that is what you're looking for, okay? So that's really a huge thing for you guys. And it's like in friendships as well, same thing, right? The Taurus moon is like, you guys are going to basically like show your love for your friends in the way where it's like you're showing up for them, right? Or you are coming to, like, let's say they have an event, or you're maybe cooking them some sort of food, or you're buying them gifts, like these sorts of like earthly things, because Taurus really is all about the five senses. So for you guys, it's like everything that you can see, everything that you can touch, everything that you can smell, everything that you can taste, like all these sorts of things, right? So it's like you guys really do live your life through the senses. So anything to do with like the unseen realm, and like the emotional world is really the unseen realm, it might not be something of interest to you. But the thing is, it's like you guys have a lot of feelings still, but they're repressed, okay? Or they're suppressed, or you guys might not even be aware of them, and you guys are really looking to express them. So it's like that's how you guys bounce off of the Scorpio energy, because it's like when you do see or find someone who sees you guys want that person, or you like latch onto the person. That's why it's kind of like you guys are able to separate the sexual world and the emotional world. But it's like if you guys learn how to express your emotions, then you guys are going to basically be able to merge those worlds together and maybe find that in a partner if, once again, that is what you're looking for, okay? So that's really what's going on with the Taurus moon. You guys are on the money axis, okay? So all about hard work, working hard in the physical plane, in the physical reality. Taurus energy is very much like you guys are a fixed sign. So it's hard to get you guys out of your routine. It's hard to get you guys out of like your schedule. You guys, when you really get like into like a groove and like a comfort of some sort, it's really difficult. Like you guys are going to be the type that's like, you do the same thing for like 10 years, or it's like you shop at the same store for like 15 years, whatever, right? Like these types of things. So that's really the Taurus energy as well. And you guys want and love material things, and you guys want luxurious things. So as I mentioned, you guys love like brands, right? You guys might be the type that wants like a Coco Chanel bag, or, you know, like a Calvin Klein dress, whatever, like these types of things where you guys are able to be like, this is quality and it looks nice. Like you guys, you know, really want to be presentable to the world, because it's like Taurus is very Venusian in that sense. Like you guys are ruled by Venus. So it's like you guys are all about like looking nice, looking put together. Whether again it's expressed or not, because this is on an emotional level. So on an emotional, you guys want to basically be put together and look nice, and you kind of want that in other people, because that's kind of a shadow that you guys might fall into, where it's like if someone does not look it's funny that it's coming through this way, but it's like if someone does not look like they're at a certain status in their life, okay, if they're wealthier, you guys might not be interested in engaging with that person. But that's really what happens with the Taurus energy. You guys just want the finer things in life. You feel like you deserve them, and you're willing to work for them. That's the difference between you guys and like the Scorpio, because you guys are on like, that's on the money axis, Taurus and Scorpio. So Taurus is all about their own money and its personal finances, whereas Scorpio is about other people's money. So for you guys, you're willing to put in the work, okay? You are willing to put in the work to basically get the goals that you want, the luxuries that you want. You're willing to work those extra hours, whereas Scorpio's not like that, okay? Scorpio's more so like, how can I manipulate the energy behind the scenes? For you guys, it really is all about, again, working hard, and you're willing to put in the work. And this is the same thing in relationships. So it's like, you guys are the types of people, let's say in relationships, because it is all about emotions, it's like you guys are the types of people that want to build with your partner, okay? You guys are the types of people that it's like, you are also the type of people where it's like you feel like love is something that happens over time, right? It happens through building something with your partner, right? Like this is the type of energy with like the Taurus energy. It's like, it's very practical. Like it's a very practical sign. It's very logical. It's very much about the earth plane, very stable, right? Very much like, again, you guys are willing to work, all these sorts of things. And like, you know, because you guys bounce off of like Scorpio, you guys could be interested in things to do with the occult, okay? Because you guys do bounce off of this. But again, it's going to be difficult to basically break you guys out of the rigid schedule. Some of the Taurus moons could be psychic also. So once again, because you do bounce off of Scorpio, this could be something that like happens to you. But again, like with the Taurus energy, it's like you guys kind of brush that aside, because like Scorpionic energy is very much like all about like mediumship, psychic gifts and abilities, feeling energy around them. But like again, the Tauran energy almost like shuts that off, and you guys are able to compartmentalize, okay? You're really able to compartmentalize, and it's like you could basically be like, when you want to get into your emotions, you're gonna get into your emotions, but when you're not about the emotions, you're not about them, right? You guys can like really shift, okay? Shift gears. And it's like, I always feel Taurus energy as like, because you guys are represented by the bull, I always see you guys as like 4 feet on the ground. Like that's how grounded you guys are into the earth plane. So again, what you guys could learn from Scorpio is to start exploring spirituality more, or start exploring things to do with the occult, all these sorts of things. Like if you guys are watching this video, you're interested in astrology, right? So, you know, explore the other side of things, because again, sometimes Taurus does tend to get too rigid in the earth plane, where it's like you almost become cynical. Like that's kind of like a shadow aspect, where it's like you're cut off from the crown to that like extent. So that could be something that happens with you guys as well, where it's like you guys aren't connected spiritually in any way, shape, or form. And then in turn, you guys also aren't connected emotionally in any way, shape, or form. It could really go either way, but it's like, once again, it's all about the earth plane, all about working hard, all about getting those things. So the mother for you guys, basically what tends to happen with the Taurus energy, as I mentioned, you guys might have had a mother who was obsessed with finances or obsessed with material wealth, or it's like the only way that like the mother would show their care and affection for you would be through buying things for you. Very, very Taurus moon energy, okay? Buying things for you, or just like giving you money in one way, shape, or form. So it's like, let's say like when you're a college student, maybe the mother would pay for you guys for your place where you're staying, like your rent, these types of things, okay? Or maybe you had a credit card when you were growing up, whatever, one way, shape, or form. Like this is the type of mother where there's a huge focus on material wealth. Or it could have gone in the other end, so the other extreme, where it's like maybe you guys grew up in poverty in one way, shape, or form, and because of the fact that like maybe at this point you're no longer in the place that you were maybe when you were younger, there was some sort of energy where like the mother was working hard and absent in that way, because like you guys just weren't at like a comfortable financial status, right? So they could go either way, where it's like you were wealthy, or you guys were in poverty in one way, shape, or form, where it's like it creates a scarcity mentality within the mother. So again, there's a huge focus on material things, okay, and material wealth. So that's really what's going on with the Taurus moon. Some past lives that you guys may have had could be anything to do with, again, Tauran like qualities. So in a past life, you guys could have been something like, I don't know why I'm seeing an interior designer, because that is Venusian. You guys could have been a psychic in a past life actually too, if you did bounce off of Scorpio. Another thing for you guys could be anything to do with the earthly plane. So in a past life, you guys could have been like, what I'm also seeing is like anything to do with food. So that's a huge thing I didn't mention also for like the Taurus energy, is like you guys are all about, because you guys are about the five senses, it's really important not to overindulge. Okay, that's a huge thing for the Taurus energy. It's like, because you guys like love how something tastes, or you guys like, it's like all of like, for you guys, like food and just like the experience of eating and just like anything to do with the five senses, the earthly plane, you guys like love it, right? You guys like live in it. Like a person with like the Taurus moon energy is like, you'll know them when they're eating their food, because they are just like so like enthralled in like the experience of eating the food, right? So that's really what's going on with the Taurus moon energy. And it's like, it's really important not to fall into the shadow where you're like maybe overeating or overindulging in general. Like you guys can also overindulge in terms of spending money, maybe spending money that you guys don't have yet because you want luxurious things. Okay, so actually the person that I'm seeing is the girl from Inventing Anna. Like she's very like Taurus moon type of energy, where it was like, especially when I said spending money that you don't have, right? She wants a nice thing, she wants to look nice, all these sorts of things. So I'm curious what her birth chart was. I know I looked it up at one point. I think she had a lot of Capricorn placements, which also kind of feeds into that. But anyways, kind of went off on a tangent there. So that's really what's happening with the Taurus moon. That's what you guys could have been in a past life. So it could have been anything to do with food. You guys could have been a chef in a past life. You guys could have maybe had lack of food. So there's like, because that's the thing with like with the Taurus energy is like, whether it was in this life or in a past life, what tends to happen is there was a lack of some sort. So whether it's anything to do with survival, and again, the five senses. So maybe there was a lack of food, maybe there was a lack of resources, whatever. So that's why in this life, to feel safe and secure, you guys are almost like overcompensating in that way. Like this is without even realizing. So you're like going above and beyond to make sure that you have money, so you have that comfortable cushion, to make sure that you have food, right? And like enjoying food in that way, because maybe you weren't able to either earlier on in life or in a past life. So I'm gonna wrap up my Taurus moon video here. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below as well. And I hope you all have a beautiful rest of the day.